Hi everyone, we're doing a different cupcake today. I mean, it's not that different. It's same as my pink twinkles and my green twinkles, only this time it's lilac twinkles. It's a special order for a customer who wants 30 of them. So it's going to be lilac and it's going to have a black raspberry and vanilla fragrance. Actually, I got some. I don't think there are any berry fragrances in this one though. I got some Silk Magic fragrance oils. Wildflower, fairy dust, get rocked, dolly mixture. Although it says dolly mixture, it's actually not fruity. Rose petal jam, that might work actually. That's definitely fruity, but is it berry? Daisy dip, snow fairy, sex symbol. No, I don't think I'll risk that, because that to me smells more like an alcoholic drink. And then I've also got the mint and tarragon, which is like dirty, but that is smell actually again like a drink. It would work really well as a mojito, that one. So I do have the smaller samples, 50 mils, but it's not enough to make one batch or even half a batch of soap, so we'll have to do a smaller batch when we're testing those. So yeah, we're just going to go with black raspberry and vanilla. So we're pouring 1200 mils of soap, plenty of titanium dioxide because the lady wants this to be pastel, and then we've got some lovely purple mica here, or mica. I'm going to try that much because this one probably needs more colour to get a lilac. Yeah. See, it's not really lilac yet, so we're definitely going to need at least a full teaspoonful. That's better. So a teaspoon and a half for that. Where is my fragrance? Here we are. So it's black raspberry and vanilla from Nature's Garden. Start pouring. I don't fill these cases all the way up to the top. I always leave a little bit of a lip because they're quite deep. It does smell delicious, this. To me, it's the best black raspberry and vanilla out there. It soaks beautifully. And we're just going to mix up another 1200 mils. this any higher. I'm sure it'll go higher, the tripod, but it's a new one, so I ain't sure. I've actually put 14 in, 1400 mils, because the 1200's only filled 14 and I need 30 altogether. So I've put an extra 200 mils in. Some more titanium dioxide in there because it's quite dark. That's better. Right, now let's get that stirred and give it a pour. So that's it. That's all of those poured. Now the next layer will be a cream coloured piped layer. So we'll be back to do that once these have hardened up enough so we can pipe on top. Never pipe straight on top, because all that'll happen is when you pipe on, it'll push this loose soap up so it floods over the top. So you've got to wait until they're solid enough to pipe on. Oh, and darn it, this soap's gone really, really thick. We might just be lucky enough and manage to get it all on the soap. Fingers crossed. Try not, when your soap batter's getting really thick like that, try not to put too much of it in your piping bag, because it just makes it harder. It makes it harder to pipe. It's feeling okay at the moment. This could be a hold my breath moment, because when things get a bit more difficult, I tend to hold my breath when I'm working. It's just something I do, can't help it. I know it's annoying for some viewers, as I read in one of my videos the other day, which honestly just made me laugh. It doesn't bother me at all, stuff like that. but I can't help it. I think we might be alright. It's not getting too thick too fast. I mean, it has gotten thick fairly fast. But I was doing something, so hopefully we'll be okay. You can hear the air pockets bursting. There shouldn't be any more now. There was one. So we had 1200 mils there, and as you can see, it's going to be more or less just exactly the right amount for this layer. Now this layer isn't as neat as it normally would be if the soap batter wasn't so stiff, but it doesn't matter because all we're going to see is the outside. Did you see I got my nails done? I love them. I love them. I got some pink ones, square. They were square-ended a couple of months ago. I didn't like that. That's the first time I've ever had my nails done. And this is the second time. You just need to get used to using your nails to type instead of your finger ends. Now then, we've got exactly the same problem with the purple. So I'm just going to put some rubber gloves on, and I don't know what to do because I like the tops to be neat. I'll give it a go and see how they are, see what they look like. Might not be too bad. I don't know, it's pretty stiff. I mean, it's actually alright at the moment. I think I'll just swap you to this side. That's better. I had it screwed so tight I couldn't twist it. Oof. Oh, it's so thick. I'm warming up now because I'm getting stressed. There's going to be some air pockets in here. No, it's not good enough. I'm not doing it, so I'm just going to spoon that out into a silicone tray. Shall we do that? And then we'll just use it at home. It's the second time I've done this week, so I should know better. You've got to keep coming back to your soap every few minutes to make sure. But I've got stuck into one of those Disney videos again. Which I'm obsessed with at the moment. Well, they're not just Disney, they're Universal Studios and Disneyland, Disney World, Disneyland, Universal. Bits around Orlando. They just make you feel good to watch. And then we'll just untwist this, tip it upside down, and then fold the bag back. Fold the bag back on itself like this, and then the soap will come out of the bottom like that, and then we'll put these in the sink to wash. I'm just rinsing all the soap off the gloves before I come back to the so I can take them off without getting soap on everything. And this one over here, this one, you can see it made a great splodge on the side, so I'm going to get a pair of scissors. This, and I'm just going to get the scissors and I'm going to cut it off like that. Sorry if that wasn't clear enough. So I've just taken that off the top of there, put that in my silicone mould, and then we'll need to wash these dishes up. And then the next batch of soap I'll make will come back. These ones are okay, so we'll just leave those. And then the next batch I'll steal some from and we'll pipe on top of these. Mistakes happen all the time. It doesn't matter how many years you've been doing soap. That's a bit of view, isn't it? I forgot there was a windy thing on my tripod, and I could lift the camera up above, higher than the tripod. So that's what I've done. I think, let me know if you think it's better from this angle, this view. Right, okay, so back to what we were doing. So we need some titanium dioxide again. And I use the TD that you mix with water, just in case you don't know. That. And you'll notice I nearly always add my colour straight into the soap. I don't mix it in oil. I've never felt the need to do that. There are some powders, micas, that do take a little bit of extra blending, but they do blend in, and I don't like to add extra oil because it'll mess about a bit with my super fat. Well, I'm not saying that's wrong, because it obviously works for most people, because most people seem to do that. this is one of those powders that does take a bit of extra blending. Now, again, this is Virtuous Violet from You Make It Up. That's another mica supplier in Europe. So I'll leave the link to that in the description box below, as usual. We do, us soapers and bath and body makers, we do tend to get ingredients from many different places, because not any one supplier has everything that you want, and of course prices fluctuate on different sites, so it's always best to shop around. So this is nice and loose at the moment. We're just going to wait for it to thicken up, and it was thickening up rather fast, this one, so I'll just come back every minute and give it a stir until it's exactly the right consistency to pipe with. Okay, so the mixture's thickening up. It's not quite there, but it's nearly there, so I just thought I'd let you see it just before it's ready. Well, it's a little bit soft, because if I pipe that, it's just going to flatten down a little bit, and I don't want that to happen. So while I'm waiting for that, I'll just get some gloves on. So I get so many new soapers asking me if I do classes. I don't do classes, but I am thinking of doing something to help you. I just need I need time to do it, and that will be coming up soon, because I haven't forgotten you. All those people that have asked, I haven't forgotten you. And we will start with the absolute basics. So there you go, it's ready to go. It's perfect just as it is there. When I do that, can you see? You can't, can you? Okay, so we'll start over this end first. You see what they're going to look like with the berries on top. And I've actually piped those. They're a bit too high. I prefer the height of this one to this one. So I'm going to try not to put too much frosting on the top. Ooh, just a little bit. Again, because the cupcake case is quite deep, these can end up sitting really high. I'm going to swap you to the other side so that you can see everything I'm doing. I'm just going to put the rest of this soap batter into the piping bag. This is the one that I cut the top off just before and left the cream underneath. They still feel a little bit high, so I'm just gonna, they're all going to one place. This is a special order for someone. So I've got quite a lot left in the bag. So I'm just going to take 2 of my silicone moulds of the smaller cupcakes. So I'm not wasting any more. I'm going to pipe that into here. Can you see? No good if you can't see, is it? So this black raspberry and vanilla, I would class it as a medium speed fragrance. If you want one that moves really slow, Love Spell's a good one. Or Love Spell Dupe, or Type, or Copy. That's what we used to know them as in the UK. There you go. So that's used up what's left in there. And then we're going to take the berries and we're going to load them onto the cupcakes. Now when I took the lid off this the other day, all the soaps were, because the glycerin, they'd got a lot of water beads on them, but I've left them out in the warm. I took the lid off and it's nice and warm in here and dry. That's the most important part, and because of that all of those water beads have come off. So, because I do get asked that question a lot as well, when you're using the melt and pour embeds, of course you can buy a melt and pour that doesn't sweat as much as the original. Like these ones, they do still have the water beads on because they were tucked underneath, but that's what the others look like a couple of days ago. I hope I've got enough here. I think I'll just put 2 on for now. I'm really scared now. I'm going to put 1 on. I'm sure I've got made more than enough. I think there is. I think we'll be alright. So we can definitely put 2 on because I can see some more underneath. They've dried out really nice actually, these embeds. And if you have a shop and you've got melt and pour soap, you must keep it wrapped up. If you leave the door open, your shop is just going to absorb all of that moisture in from outside, and it'll stick to the glycerin soap because it's glycerin. Glycerin absorbs moisture and always will. of course cold process has glycerin in it as well, but it's nowhere near the content that's in the melt and pour varieties. Now I have tried the low sweat and it does work. It's low sweat, it's not zero sweat. It does work. The only thing with it for me is I like the harder melt and pour soap, so that's why I buy the original crystal, just the clear. There's loads of varieties of crystal now. When I started, I'm sure you could only get the clear and the opaque. That was it. And then people started adding shea butter and honey and all kinds of things to the melt and pour, and then we saw Stevenson's bring out many other varieties, and they're very, very popular. And I prefer it to the Clarinol. There is a brand called Clarinol. The crystal is much clearer crystal. You can see through it a lot better. The Clarinol doesn't have a very good clarity, but it is I think, well, I'm not going to say whether it's cheaper or not, because probably depends where you're looking. So we're going to have enough berries. I'm really, really happy about that, because I've had to make some more because this lady ordered 30, so she's got to have 30 with three berries in there. I did just want to put a flower on, but she specially requested the berries. When you've finished, just check them all to make sure we haven't missed anything on them. And I can see where I did just put 2 berries on these ones, so I'll make sure we've got another berry on each one. They're all done. There's 4 here. 1, 2. It's actually warm today. And there you go, just a little bit of glitter here. It's the cerise glitter. It's got a nice twinkle to it, and it looks nice with the purple. And there you go, those are done. So if you just hang around for a tick, I'll show you what they look like unmoulded. I really do like lilac and cream together. It goes really, really nice. So there you go. We'll have another video coming up very, very soon for everyone. thanks for watching. I'm grateful to everyone. I'm loving that everybody is putting where they're from. It prompted me to have a look and see which is the biggest viewing area country for this month, and it's in Africa somewhere, which was a nice surprise. So hello to everyone in Africa, and Sweden, Norway, all those countries that never get mentioned. Seychelles, I've said that one. Mexico, Brazil, Russia, just everywhere. Thanks for everyone. Bye bye for now.